Here we are, same shot of the boat's light, getting ready to go out. Hey, I'm Fish. We're on betaware v01.04.0701. As you follow along, I'm on 4K 60 frames per second, and I changed the video noise down to 0. And I also upped the shutter speed to 1/200/8000. This way I could get a little different look. Instead of having it the way I have it normally, this is a daytime shot. I figure I'll leave it on the low light, dawn hour. The sun is reaching just about the tree lines. In a few more seconds, we'll see what it looks like. Through my eyes, the sun is up above the tree lines. It is powerful, glaring around in a bright orange yellow. Action 4 and Action 5 Pro are set up identical. The only difference of the camera is one shows 10-bit and the other doesn't say 10-bit. You have a choice of two color profiles, regular and D-Log-M. On the Action 4, 4K 60, again, we don't have a front view unless you go into the camera and change from the cog down to switch the screen to turn it on and off, and you're able to see it, both. That's the way that camera works. Now, you should see the color of the sun nice and bright, glaring around, giving you an awesome look into the camera. A GoPro camera has exposure lock, meaning that you could set the foreground and background in a car, for example. So when you are putting it on the headrest looking out and you can't see out, you're overexposing it. It's too bright and the inside's too dark, so you would long press and then move the little square box to where you want, and you lock the exposure. And that's what's happening with the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. That exposure lock, it's locking on you, so when I come into the shot, like right now, you notice how I started to brighten up. It's locking on me in invisible brackets, and everything back here, to me, looks overexposed through the camera. And once I start to step in, back out, and away, it kind of readjusts. And we're calling this white balance sensor issues. It's not white balance sensor issues in my eyes. It's that little metal thing that's adjusting according to sensing everything around. Some people may call it a matrix and portrait. Some people may call it white balance, and they're finding a fix for it with, you got it, fixing the ISO and fixing the white balance, but yet saying what exactly they're putting on in the white balance, locked, meaning manual, and what they're putting on in ISO, manual. Once we get those two numbers, it'll stop that breathing, that adjustment when I walk into the shot, right? I'll tell you what, let me just do one more thing here. Get that into the picture. Let me do that one more because the wind blew the different way. There you go, man. Maybe one more for you. Do it through the front of the camera this way. I thought maybe you get a little, oh wow, look at that. That did a good job in the camera. Oh yeah, I always forget to take my helmet off when I do these things. So, fear is fear that I turn the camera around, that the sun's behind you, that you get a good shot. I'm talking, I guess, 6 feet from the camera. And if I walk in the front, or maybe I need to step further back from the camera. Yeah. Now, when I do these comparisons, I'm using a DJI Mic 2. And I got it right here. It's in the shirt. Oh, it's all the way in the shirt. There it is. And it's on blue. As you can see, blue. Did I exposure jump? And it'll give me the natural sounds. And all I hear right now is the highway in the background and a bird flying by, making noise. Let's head on over to the beach and do a highlight talk. Yeah, so head to the beach and be careful how we ride, because we're not sure why cars like this do shortcuts. As we ride through the new road and path that's finally completed and cleaned up. This is the new tennis yard. It costs a couple of $1 million to do over, and they left the main building alone. And people are enjoying their game of tennis. No more shortcut. That old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let lying dogs slay. And that's what's happening. We have the Canadian geese in salt water, and they're moving along. We have a bunch more heading on out, and some on land in the distance to the right. I come over here to this side of the table, a little bit further away, because the gentleman's by my area. And yeah, firmware v01.04.0701. Now, will say I ran into some of the troubles, and I haven't tried out some of the things yet. And we're hearing that some people may have issues now with horizon calibration of the camera, and they had a factory reset the camera, and then all the tips come back on, and you got to cycle through those tips, and then they're able to calibrate. Also, they're able to do the horizon calibration, but do not hit retry, just basically back out of it and then calibrate. That sounds like what I'm having in other issues, that the camera needs to basically relearn. And once it relearns, everything comes out pretty smoothly. My mic did work correctly this time around. Maybe it was user error, and I will say my bad if it was my fault. And it is what it is, man. And things that you think, you want to make sure it's not the firmware and it's the camera, and you make mistakes. Now, people want to wait for other influencers out there, because they're going to take their time and they're going to push it out in another couple of days, their videos, and have just a very simple, quick 7-minute talk. Everything I've showed you in real life showing, they're going to do it like this, this small thing. Well, yeah, man, plane's coming in, sun's coming up. I said what I had to say, did what I had to do, shared what I had to share. And thing I notice is with LED fixtures, lights, and products, that the camera needs to really have its own anti-flicker, 60 hertz, 50 hertz, and NTS PAL, than having it automatically in the camera saying, oh, it's all going away. Well, this is betaware version v01.04.0701. And the thing is, I requested a downgrade for v01.03.02.10. Haven't heard a single thing back. Wouldn't you want to hear back right away? Or maybe they're just looking through the files and trying to find it. I don't know. Well, I hope this video was helpful to somebody out there that is anxious and waiting for that firmware, because if it was one person signing up, 1,000 people signing up, not hard to do. Take those requests and just hit the send button that you were supposed to fill the form out, and off it goes. So betaware could have been in your hands if you like it. But if you don't want to go forward, then the next firmware that becomes official, that's going to probably be called v01.04.0701, is going to be official. And you're going to have it no matter which way you look at it. On that note, I'm ending my vlog, ending my talk, ending my show. I got to go meet up with Joe and take care of business today. But it's awfully quiet.